So, have you had a chance to look at your data?
Yes, I look at my data every day.
Good answer. Exciting.
Okay.
So, I did want to say a couple things.
Okay.
When I've been walking through some things I've been noticing.
Okay.
And I'm really excited about.
Oh, good.
You probably don't know, but when I was walking around the room, I was asking kids, what's your
okay.
reading level?
Oh, okay.
And the kids were able to tell me
they better,
what their reading level is. So that's exciting news because, you know, not only is it your responsibility to help them grow, you know, it's their responsibility. Yeah. They have to be accountable for their own education.
They should be able to tell you where they are and where their goal is. Mm-hmm. So they know exactly what level they're on. They know exactly what they have to be by the end of the year, and they know where they are.
Yeah, so another thing, even the ones that I didn't ask directly, some of the kids, I heard them when they were buddy reading. One boy, he said, what's your reading level? What letter are you on? And he was like, oh, I'm on an E. And he was like, well, I'm on an F. So I thought that's a good thing. So they're taking responsibility for their own learning, which is great. Another thing, the moves. They were so excited. Kids were showing me like their certificates. That's great. We have to make sure that we're not only focusing on kids who are on grade level and above. Right. We have to celebrate the small successes. Yeah. So pat yourself on the back.
Thanks.
That's exciting. I saw kids like out at the car rider line on the way home, walking home. They're excited. Yeah. And that's what we really want. You know, we don't want to embarrass and, you know, shame anyone, but we do want them to know that, you know, we're pushing them. Yeah. We're pushing them.
And what is awesome is because even when, like, my groups for a while, they'll come in and show me their certificates if they've moved up or whatever. And they'll come in and we'll say, well, so-and-so moved up to the next level, and they'll applaud for other classes too. So it's really good.
Yeah. And it creates a good classroom culture.
It does. And, you know, you just never know how they're going to react because they are very aware of the levels. They understand what the levels mean. They know what a B is. They know what a K is. I mean, they know. So, you know, it's a different kind of an applause. But when they move up from an A to a B or a B to C, it's kind of a nice feeling because they all understand how hard they've had to work for that. And so it's a little bit louder applause or a little bit something. So it's good.
So let's go ahead and look at your data.
All right.
We just had a running record blitz.
Yes.
And your data was all updated. So, since you look at your data every day, what do you notice? Tell me about your data.
We have made lots of growth. Some are growing leaps and bounds. I have one that was really low that's already moved up 2 grade levels. So that's really good. I have a couple that are still really low that we just keep trucking on, and they can't seem to get over that hump. We just redid our groups again after Friday. I tried to do them last week, but we decided to wait till Friday because there was still some teachers that didn't have their data in. So we regrouped them, resorted them. So it's still Roxy has the low for her booster blast or whatever she's doing. The next group goes to Scott, and the next group goes to Henry, and then I take the other ones. And then Hill pulls when she can for the top of that, the top of the low.
So tell me, and y'all use the running record blitz data or the,
the running records.
Okay. So where are these kids grouped? Because you have...
Well, we've been trying for a while to not do our own kits. That's what our initial was. But it can't always be because now that they're moving, some of them need different things. So this is the first time I'm taking 4 of mine back during WOW. So starting yesterday, I had the one, Kendrick, a couple of the other ones that are right there that are making progress, but I think they'll benefit more being with me than going to somebody else.
Well, you want to make sure you're grouping them always by need.
Yes.
And is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Okay, so let's look at these kids real quick since you brought up the intervention.
Right.
Okay, Kendrick.
Okay.
So he's in whose group?
Well, he's in 2 groups. So everybody gets, the lower ones get seen 2 or 3 times depending on what their level is. Kendrick gets seen by me for 20 minutes in the morning. On Monday, Wednesday. No, he gets seen every day.
Monday through Friday?
Yep. He gets seen at 11:20 on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and 11:40 on Tuesday, Thursday. And then he gets seen from me now at WOW. He was going to...
But you're the only one intervening with him?
Yes.
Okay.
He was going to another teacher, but behavior issues, it's going to be better to keep him.
Okay, and so Kendrick has moved from a beginning reader to a D. So he's made some progress.
Yes, he has.
But we still have a ways to go. Let's see, what about Michael Coleman?
But he's not shutting down. That's the good thing.
Yeah.
And
his behavior has improved overall. I see him smiling a lot more. So
he's been doing really good, and we're celebrating a lot of little things for him. He gets a lot of love.
Yeah, he does,
and that helps a lot.
It does.
Coleman.
Good. He's kind of flatline.
He has, and he is a concern. I don't get a lot of feedback from Mom. So I'm going to have to try again to get in touch with her and see if we can bring her in. But I haven't had any contact with her. She didn't show up for conference before. She's not always very involved. And I don't know if that's... But he has flatline. He has not been...
He's made no progress. And is he in RTI?
He is.
Okay. So this is one I may need to call.
Let me try one more time, and if I still can't get her, I'll let you.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's February.
I know.
Okay.
Let me try again.
Okay. Samantha Davis has moved from,
an A to a D. Is she a D?
I see it. She's a C.
C, yeah.
So little progress again. Is she in RTI? Have you conference with the parent?
Always. Yes. I talk to her all the time. She stays for tutoring also.
So what's going on with her?
She needs to be referred for
Where are
testing.
we with...
We've talked about it, but we're still waiting for... Because they just put her on a tier, I believe.
Like tier 1?
Well, everybody's on tier 1, so they just moved her
like
tier 2 or whatever.
Tier 2?
Yeah, she wasn't initially. And she's got some sort of disconnect. Something's off. But she's done better since Christmas, so it may just be like developmental.
Joseph Kopak, we just got him.
New. He has made progress, but it's slow.
And I know he's in an intervention group with
He is.
Allie.
He does. He goes to her.
And he's
4
getting
days.
tier 3
Yep.
intervention, right?
He gets 4 days with her, and he gets me every day, and then he goes to a different teacher for a while, so he gets 3 interventions every day, except Monday. Then it's 2.
And then you have Mr. Trey.
And he's not here.
Huh?
He's out today.
Oh, not Trey. I'm sorry. Paris.
Paris has issues. Something's going on at home. I've talked to her GD, which is her grandma, but Mom's coming back in the picture, and ever since Mom did, things are off. And she's been going backwards, and I've talked about that. She doesn't try.
So are you tutoring any of these kids after school?
Paris I tutored her almost every week, multiple times, but since Mom came back, she won't stay anymore.
So she's tier what? Is she in
2, I
it?
believe.
So do we need to have you had a face-to-face meeting with the parent?
With the grandmother. I don't know how to get in touch with Mom.
Is somebody reading with her at home?
I doubt it.
Okay, so these parents, we need to just call them in, and I'll sit in on the conferences.
Okay. All right.
So Destiny,
she's ESL.
Yep.
And she's making progress too, but it's still slow. I think she just changed her group. I don't remember who she was, but she's with Scott now. And me 5 days a week. And she works really hard.
What about Penelope? She's
Penny.
made no progress.
Penny.
We were just talking about her yesterday.
You were?
No progress.
She stayed this past Friday for the first time. I've been trying to get in touch with them, so she finally stayed.
For tutoring?
And so that's good, and hopefully she'll stay again this week.
And she's tier
2. I'll have to check these tiers because we did the, I mean, they're all getting 5 days, so I can't remember who's which. And when we updated our list, I never got a master copy of what it was officially, so I probably need to get that. So you might need to check the number. Okay.
But we're just making sure they're all in intervention, and they're getting way more intervention.
Yeah, they are. I mean, it's really working.
We're just trying to make sure we didn't miss anyone. So Lyric, same thing.
Lyric's doing much better. She's doing,
D.
And and I think she can go up again. You can only do them so many times, or fit everybody in. She's on the next cycle. But she's got all these ones have personal issues. She's the one whose mother's in the hospital, really, really sick.
Okay.
And so grandmother's helping her all she can.
And then you have Zealand. She's new, right?
No, she's been here.
Has she? I don't remember that name, Zealand. Okay, so she's an E. So she's not too far off.
No, she's all right. She'll get there.
So that's one we just need to keep
She was
pushing.
one that kind of flew under the radar because she was higher at the beginning and hasn't made much progress. Like she hadn't flatlined like Paris did, but she was like she didn't come up a lot. Do you know what I mean?
So she's one that we can definitely get over the hump.
Yeah.
And then Tyler.
And he works and works and works, and same thing. He's working with me and Scott, so he gets 2 interventions every day.
Okay. So all of these kids are already in an intervention. One thing we need to do is we do need to get the parents in and talk to them, try and get them on board, because if we're all working together, we can make more progress that way. So if you could, schedule those conferences and let me know so I'll sit in on them.
Okay.
So currently, how many kids do you have on grade level or above right now as of February data?
Hold on.
Great. So we need to get back on and finish the math assessment.
On grade level or above? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay, and what percentage does that put you at?
Let's see. %52%?
Okay, so I have you at 52% currently. And what's our goal? 90.
But I would like to remind you that some of these have already made a full year's growth.
I understand, but the goal is still 90%.
I hear you. But I'm just justifying. They've worked hard.
They have.
And I'm proud of mine that have come up.
I am too. Let's stay focused on our goal, though.
Yes. I'm not focusing. I'm just putting my 2 cents in.
So how many more do you need to reach your 90%, your goal of 90%?
Well, we'll see. 48.
How many more students do you need?
11.
I have 9.
Oh, that's to get 100%. Yeah, so 9. I'll take 9.
9. So so you're at 52%, and where are we trying to get?
To 90.
90.
Yeah.
How many kids do we need? I have about 9.
All right, that's fine.
Okay, so who are those 9 kids?
I can show you. Look, because I'm prepared.
I love it.
And I wasn't prepared just because you told me to read today. This is what I do. All right.
So who are the 9? So, we already said
okay, we already have
Zealand,
Kendrick, Lyric.
Let me write this down. Zealand, Kendrick, and Lyric. This the writing is so little. Lyric. Okay, I'm listening.
Sammy.
Samantha. Where is Samantha right now? C?
She's a C.
Okay. Destiny?
Destiny.
Destiny's at a C? Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Tyler. 6.
Did you say Braden?
Braden's on an H.
Oh, he's already above. Sorry.
He's already above.
Who is K? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Look at this one. He came from an A to an I.